Kia ora, it's Kristen Harper here. I'm with Julian Wilcox. He's a broadcaster, MC, advisor, and a Crusaders. Sorry, I meant to say a Hurricanes fan.
Kia ora, bro. Thank you for having me. Despite that huge faux pas, I'm still very excited to be with you.
Hey, Julian, one question for you, bro. What is the number one attribute that you needed when you first started out in business?
The biggest attribute I held on to and helped me the most was actually recognizing not necessarily the skills or competencies or talents, but the competitive advantages that I already had that I didn't know I had. And I needed someone to tell me that. Because I had a lot of fear branching out on my own after having spent years working for companies that I could do it. And what I needed was an advocate, a confidant, kaiawhinas, just someone who could say, no, actually, you've got some competitive advantages that can help you on your journey. And without that, I think I probably would have not ended up where I am now and not had the excitement and invigoration and motivation I have now for what I do, which is just to focus on outcomes for communities, particularly Māori communities. And so I think it's really beneficial. And it's really kind of ironic because for years I've said the same thing when you're learning Te Reo Māori, is that you need someone who's a real buddy to help you on your language journey. And yet here I was for years not realizing that that's what I needed to kind of kick me along. And I think it's true. As in learning a language, you need someone who is going to be your business buddy, advocate, pillow when you've got tears to cry.
So sort of like having a mentor.
Having a mentor, having a support mechanism when you start out and then ongoing. When you start out, it's really important because you're always going to have that nervousness and that apprehension. But then when you keep going, to touch back and say, well, this is what I said at the start, how do you think I'm going? And they'll go, well, funnily enough, everything we talked about when you started, you've done plus more. And that gives you a lot of confidence. And it's not about being someone just saying it's good for your benefit's sake. It's someone who's also going to help keep you to task. And I think that's really important because, as we know in our navigational histories, Kupe didn't come to Aotearoa on his or their own. He came to Aotearoa, they came to Aotearoa in a group, and in particular with others who could support him. And I think that's really important to him.
Yeah, that's cool. And this has been like a theme in a lot of these kōrero is just having the support people, having the mentorship and having people around you that actually help sort of guide you. And, even when I first started in business, I just didn't want to tell anybody that my first business was failing, I felt real stink about it. But as I've got older, I've just got a lot of good people around me and that's just really sort of help, really help elevate. And
So the only thing I would add is though, if you've got an advocate and a support mechanism, you have to be an advocate and support mechanism.
Absolutely.
Not necessarily to that person, but to others. And that's the reciprocity, the reciprocal kind of reciprocity nature of who we are innately as people, that you've got to do that as well for others. And that might not be something that you're keen on, but I think it is a responsibility that you have to undertake yourself.
Absolutely. Julian, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it, bro.
Good, brother. Tēnā koe.
Yep.